In the summer of 1858, a deadly crisis struck London, not from war or an invading army, but from an unbearable smell. This event would go down in history as the Great Stink. The heart of the British Empire was paralyzed by its own filth. The majestic River Thames had turned into a giant open sewer. For generations, the city's waste emptied directly into the water. As London's population boomed, the old infrastructure collapsed. The invention of the flush toilet ironically made things much worse. Millions of gallons of water flushed waste into old, overflowing cesspools. Everything eventually washed straight into the sluggish river. Then, in July 1858, an unprecedented heat wave hit the capital. Temperatures soared, and the river began to literally bake the sewage. The resulting stench was more powerful than anyone could have imagined. It was a foul, suffocating odor that blanketed the entire metropolis. Business ground to a halt as people refused to leave their homes. The crisis reached its peak at the Palace of Westminster. Parliament sat right on the riverbank, directly in the path of the smell. Government officials tried soaking the heavy curtains in chloride of lime. They hoped to neutralize the odor, but the chemical trick failed completely. Lawmakers were forced to abandon their sessions and flee the building. Even the justice system broke down as courts prepared to move away. Panic spread because people believed the smell carried deadly cholera. According to the popular miasma theory, bad air meant certain death. Faced with total collapse, the government finally decided to act. They passed a law to fund a massive infrastructure overhaul. They hired a brilliant civil engineer named Joseph Bazalgette. Bazalgette designed a revolutionary underground sewer network. Workers spent years digging up London, building 80 miles of brick tunnels. This grand project redirected all waste far away from the city center. The Great Stink was conquered, transforming London into a modern, clean metropolis.